All right, the results are in, and the investigation into the appointment of Scrotus Supreme Court Justice Brett Kavanaugh. Now, if we remember back to that whole time period, Trump was in office, he was in charge of everything, and he was accusing, well, like he always does, the Democrats of using the DOJ and the FBI working for them, and orchestrating all the investigations against Donald Trump and all that other projection that the Republicans do so well. When it comes down to Brett Kavanaugh, they actually did an investigation. Yes, the Congress and Senate did a full investigation. Well, the Senate did a full investigation. The results of that investigation surprise absolutely no one, but there's no real news coverage on it, so let's get into it right here. We all remember the FBI tip lines. We all remember all those things. They were instructed specifically by the White House, by Donald J. Trump himself. Donald J. Trump himself was overseeing every step of these investigations. So when there was an allegation against Brett Kavanaugh, they were basically informed to squash it and not pursue it. Remember, there were limitations on how far the FBI could go with any questioning, with any witness, with anything. The FBI tip line was basically something just to inform him of what's out there so they can recognize it and put an end to it. So they pursued these things just enough so they can squash it. The Republicans that voted for Brett Kavanaugh were actually specifically told, that no matter what it's going through. This was from the bottom to the top. Everything the Republicans accused the Democrats of on a daily basis. The whole deep state bullshit, all of those accusations using the FBI and the DOJ as an arm of the White House in order to go after opponents, or in this case to actually serve their purposes, which was to get Brett Kavanaugh on the Supreme Court. This shows evidence beyond the shadow of a doubt of manipulation from top to bottom, and none of the allegations actually being investigated. It also goes into the testimonies that were given and debunking those testimonies or finding anything that could suggest the opposite of the testimonies, basically becoming a defense investigation team to prop up anything to cast doubt on the testimonies against Brett Kavanaugh, as we remember, very, very poignant testimonies. So this is something that will be pursued once the Congress is flipped to Democrat and justice will start prevailing. So we have Brett Kavanaugh, we have Clarence Thomas, we have Judge Alito, all on the block right now with investigations that have either been completed or have found enough evidence to get them out. We have actually the opportunity to expand the Supreme Court from 9 to 13, which by numbers is how it should be right now. If you track how it grew in the past, when as that actually grew, there should be 11 to 13 right now. So either way, it should be expanded. These will move forward. We need to make sure Democrats take the House. We need to make sure every single Republican that is up for election in 2024 is kicked the hell out. And we need to do it proudly. We need to actually be aware of the games they're playing on the other side with votes and stuff like that. So we need to flood. We need to make sure it's not just a little victory. It is a tsunami victory that no one can question. Because some of these red states that would have been blue the last time around, if it weren't for some funky hanky-panky, like Texas, 2.5 million votes thrown out, we need to make sure that doesn't happen. So vote blue, vote no matter what. Down ticket. Every single box needs to be checked Democrat. And if there is a rat in the cage, we'll smoke it out later, but let's take this in a big way. Brett Kavanaugh, Clarence Thomas, Judge Alito, Amy Coney Barrett's probably on that block too, plus increasing. It's time to take this country back. And they were right, there is a deep state. It's just the Republican deep state. I will go in detail with the actual investigation paperwork as soon as I get my little hands on it. Thank you very much. Stay diligent, stay educated, be kind. We are all in this together. Let's take this country back. We got less than a month. God bless.